Okay, hello everybody. Hello. I should be live. Hopefully the notifications are going out. This is a live call-in show. I haven't had a live call-in show in a while, but as usual, we're going to talk a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit about the topic, and then we will jump in with the calls. I want to know your opinion about age gaps relationships. You see this picture, 60. Now, this is not a real, well, it could be a real couple, but 61, a man who is 61. Hey, Jamar, a man who is 61 and a woman who is 23. That is a big age gap. And I've seen a lot of people talking about this, especially women. I don't consider, I've seen women. Oh, he's 8 years older. That's 8 years is nothing. That's not an age gap. 10 years is not even a huge age gap to me. Now, 61 and 23, yes, that's an age gap. I don't know how I feel 100% because I've dated older when I was younger. Like in my mid to late 20s, the guy was like 50 something. And people always make up assumptions when you date older or when a man is dating a younger woman. And people have a problem with it. Some people do. There was another guy I was talking to who was older, and I remember he was getting mail, and his mailman was pissed he was with me. He said, "Is that your daughter?" He knew I wasn't his daughter, but he was just so upset. And I wasn't completely upset because it's like he's being protective, and I'm not. It's like, look, I'm gonna say some things people don't want to hear. I feel like, look, if I'm grown and he's grown, it's legal. What are you gonna do? I'm a grown woman. I'm not. Yes, I'm yet younger. You can notice this, but I'm not 20. I'm not 19. Okay. And just because I'm talking to an older man does not mean I have daddy issues or I see him as my father. And it doesn't mean he sees me as his daughter. I hate when people say this. I'm trying to wait for more people to come in to really get started. And I have to tell women, because I usually see a lot of women complaining about this. When I went out with the guy I was dating who was older, there were women making comments who knew him. They were pissed. And it's like, you look like a hater. It's like, first of all, no amount of shaming is ever going to stop older men from liking younger women. I don't know why y'all keep arguing and making topics about this every damn year. You think you're going to shame them into preferring women their own age? When has that happened in history? It's never going to happen. So stop doing it. And I completely understand the anger of being a certain age and men, your peers, your age group, shunning you, because all of us get older. I don't like when I see younger women shaming older women, because guess what? We're all going to get older, and you will be those women. And then you might not like how it feels to see men your age who grew up around the time you grew up, shunning you. So I have empathy to understand that. But it also is irritating. Like, stop with this damn constant, men do not care. They see a young woman, she looks beautiful. You think they're not going to look at her? Like, what's wrong with you? You honestly think a man with a penis is not going to get erect seeing a young woman with a good body and a pretty face? Of course he's looking at her. That's not his daughter or his granddaughter. And I don't know why y'all keep thinking they're going to think like this. When has it ever happened? That's not how they're wired. They're wired to F and make babies and get erections. And they want to pump and pump and pump. That is men. I don't care what y'all try. I mean, I understand it. You think he would have morality. You think he would think like that could be my They don't think like that. So I'm not with the constant year after year trying to make them think like that. It ain't worked yet. It ain't never going to. Because that's not how they are. You cannot trust men around your granddaughters or your children on average. So what makes you think they're not looking at a beautiful young woman with a good body and perky boobs? Of course they are. So you think they would have self-control, though. I mean, it is disgusting when you see some of them leave their wives for a woman that is old enough to be your damn daughter. It's insulting. Of course it's hurtful. So I'm waiting to see how many people are in here. I have one person. Hey, Jamar. That's any more people. Hold on. I'm trying to pull this up on my phone. Any more people in here? Give me a second. Because I don't want to do all this talking and nobody's even in here. Oh, okay, I have 14 people. being shy, not talking. Okay. So when you date older, one thing I have found, because I don't really talk to old men anymore, but I did at one point. And it wasn't because I was going through a crisis or I saw them as my father. He was just attractive and he thought I was attractive, so we talked to each other. We don't sit around talking about the 1960s and 70s. We talk about current events. It's not much difference between men and women just because the age is different. We don't sit around talking about his good old days. We talk about the modern world, and they might think that they can try to teach you some things, but oftentimes they can't, because at least the ones I knew, they acted just like young men. They thought they were younger. They still were immature, still lying, still trying to cheat. Nothing had changed. And that's what I had noticed about older guys, is that a lot of them really aren't any different than the men you talk to your age. They still play those games. Some of them still try to be a player. Some of them do try to live through you because you're younger. But I also noticed the difference is why I like older men, because they'll open the doors. They have more chivalry. They value women as women a little bit more, not completely, versus I think younger guys with this whole 304 thought. I'm not taking her out. I'm not spending money. Older men come from a time where they had to court women. And that's why I had liked older men versus younger guys. Even though I'm very much attracted to younger and my age and older. If he looks good, I'm looking at him. There's these guys called the Salt and Pepper gang in Texas. They look really good, and they're older with the white hair, but they look damn good. I looked at like two of them, like, yeah, he's older, but shit, but now that I think I prefer more close to my age now, and I could go a little bit younger, especially when younger sperm for making a baby, they say, is better to have. So, yeah, I see a lot of shaming now. There are women too. There are people who talk about women. I cannot stand it when I'm online and it's these fine dudes on TikTok, and I'll see women saying, oh, he's so cute, but I have a son. Girl, who gives a shit? He's not your son. Okay? Like, I just don't get that. Like, I can separate, you're not my son. If I had a son, I'm looking at you, you want to get it on. If I want to get it on with you, it might happen. I like what I'm seeing. He looks good as shit. I don't care. I mean, there was one of them, I found out he was like 25. I asked him, how old are you? He was like 25. I said, damn, my mom, like, damn, that's younger. Yeah, that's younger, but shit, that don't mean I wouldn't if the opportunity wasn't there. I'm just saying. So I don't give a shit. Like, you're grown. 25 is not a baby. That's a man with a penis. Okay? Even if I had children, if I wanted to, and he looked good and he younger, why not? Use a protection. I mean, I'm not saying, I don't know how that would all unfold. The point I'm making is that I have never felt like I couldn't look at a guy because he was younger than me. So damn what? Men smash younger women all the time. Is he grown? Shit, he look good. I look good. What's up? Now, but then you have to think about actually getting into a relationship. When you are an older woman, you have to think, well, what do you got going on? You're younger than me. I mean, the older men I knew were hoes, just like the young ones. So I'm like, okay, so what's going on? What do you do for work? Do you want children? Because if you're an older woman and you had kids, a younger guy probably would want kids. Like, do you want to have kids again? What is his career? Because I feel like if I date a younger man, I'm traditional. He's still my man. I don't care if he's younger. I would still submit to him as my man. That's my man. So he's going to be the head. He's the man. I'm a woman. He has a penis. So that's a man. So just because I'm older doesn't mean I'm going to try to run the household or something. No, that's my man. And then you do have to think, well, he is younger. Because I think older women might have anxiety that, well, what if he tries to leave me for a younger woman? I'm getting older, I am older than him. You have those things some women think, or what if I can't have kids if I have issues because I'm getting older and he wants kids? Can he provide for the house? Because, yeah, he's younger, but usually a younger man is not always established. So you have to think about that. If you're going to actually be with a younger man, who's going to be paying the bills? Who's going to be, because no. So those are reasons. A lot of younger women might go for older men because they have established themselves more. They've been on earth longer. They have better jobs and careers. And I always said the Little Wayne generation of guys I don't like to talk to, Because if they look down on women, they're not romantic, they don't want to open doors, they don't want to pay for dates, they want to make you pay bills. I'm not dealing with that. But I've already talked to the older men before, and I'm kind of like, I could, but I've kind of like want a man that's kind of younger or my age type of thing right now. I mean, I could go older, I could, but I didn't find that they were more mature as far as how they treated women. The ones I talked to, no, I didn't have a good experience, not fully, no. So yeah, Mona says even if they're younger, they still have to provide. But yeah, you get the jealousy too. Like again, when his mailman said, "Is that your daughter?" When I went out with the guy I was dating, the women making comments towards him in front of my face about me. I wanted to say, first of all, you're not my mama, and I'm not his daughter. Watch your effing mouth. This is my man that I'm effing and who I'm dating. Stay in your fucking place. I'm a grown woman just like you. You just happen to be older than me, but I'm still grown. Okay, mind your fucking business. Okay, I'm not his daughter. I don't look at him as my daddy, you know? So that's what I wanted to say to them, but then I still felt like, well, they are kind of older. I must still be kind of respectful. You know, I knew a woman who had married a younger man, and there were a woman made a comment. I'm going to tell this story. She made a comment towards her about her age, and he looked at her and said, "Does this look like something?" And he grabbed her and started tonguing her in the restaurant to show the waitress or whoever, no, this is my woman right here. Okay, because she had a problem that she was older than him, and he let her know, this is mine all day, because he was the younger one. So, I mean, there are pros and cons to it, but I feel like men have been dating younger women and marrying them for years. So who are you to say anything to me if I choose to date a younger man? Especially, I don't even have children, and this is the truth, I don't. So if I want to date a younger man who has good, younger, healthy sperm and stuff, and I want to have kids with him, I could if I feel like it. You know, I look younger a lot to I don't know how I'm looking on this screen, but a lot of people that see me in person, they don't know how old I am. They think I'm younger than what I am. I remember I had went to the doctor, and the ladies were like in shock at my age. They thought I was way younger. So that's a good thing. And I have seen guys on TikTok who are younger, like 23, 25, making videos saying, I see women that's older and I'm looking at them, but then they notice how young I am and they kind of steer away from me. And he wanted to know, would you talk to me? And a lot of them said, but you're too young. And I'm thinking, shit, you look good. But even though you look good, I do have to think about, can you provide? Because I still expect that. And you're younger, I don't really have an issue. Like, you look good. Shit, I'm looking too. You look good. You know, I don't feel the shame like, oh, he's younger, I can't. I just can't believe when I see women actually saying he's 5 years and 8 years older. That's nothing. That is nothing. Please, that is not an age gap. Now, if he was 14 years older, then yeah, that's an age gap. But it's not that damn serious. Okay, you're 20, he's 34. 34 is not old. It's not old. He can still make a family. Okay. And it's not, a lot of guys that's 20 something, they don't all want to settle down. A lot of them, especially in the Black community. So if you want to get a husband, you probably would have to date older, who are actually more marriage minded. I don't think dating a guy in his 30s and you're like in your early to mid 20s, I don't find that to be that big of a deal to me personally. As if you're looking for a serious relationship. And yes, I know they say women in America, oh, have fun, date a little bit, find out who you are before you settle down. And we know in most countries that's not normal to them. They get married very early. They don't do all that. I mean, I used to hear stuff like that. Oh, you need to just date. I'm like, I'm not just giving my heart out to every person. I'm not dating just to date. The whole point of it to me is to find someone. That's the whole point. Not to waste time and get feelings, give out my heart. Then you do me wrong. And then I'm crying and I'm hurt and upset. And then I have to go to the next one. That gets tiring. Okay. So, Kiki says, I noticed once you hit 40, all these 20 and 30-year-olds start to try to holler. You know, a lot of people don't know that a lot of younger guys be looking at older women, especially when they don't know if you're older or not. You look good, they gonna look. They're men. They're looking. You have beautiful face. You got nice juicy lips. You got nice cleavage. You got nice legs or something you can dress. They're looking. And some of them like the challenge. Some of them want to experience what is it like to sleep with an older woman. I want to know. Okay. I mean, they are like that. And you have older women look at younger men, of course. I mean, a guy that looks good with a good body, you damn right. There was one on TikTok. I was looking. I was shocked how young he was. Honestly, I thought he was older. He looked good. I just thought he was older, and he went live. So I said, "How old are you?" He said, "I'm 25." I said, "Oh shit. Damn, that's young." I said, "But shit, it don't make no difference to me. I would still be looking and all that other stuff." So, let me show you something before I take the calls. If you call, I'll call you back. I'll write down your number and call you back. I had to share this. Before we get into it, I was disgusted. Absolutely disgusted, okay, at Kevin Gates. You know, I had said before that I thought Kevin Gates was kind of cute, and I know someone who has a crush on him. Kevin Gates, though, is trifling. Okay, I think he bragged about sleeping with his cousin and some other stuff. And I don't often hear him speak, but when I heard him speak, it was just so disgusting. I feel like if you're going to date in an age gap, whether you're a man or a woman, still be respectful. This is just disgusting. He's dating a 26-year-old. He's 39. 26, she's grown. She's not a fucking baby. 26, 39. They're both two grown people. They're not elderly, but it still is an age gap. It still is, let's be honest, but I don't see it. I mean, it depends on her maturity and his maturity, but they say the brain doesn't even develop until you're like 25. I wouldn't date, I mean, if I wanted to date a man at 39 and I'm 26, I wouldn't date this type of guy. If I'm looking for marriage, like I wouldn't be out with him. Listen to what he said, his reaction to when someone questioned him about why he was with her.
Man, don't want no old washed up ass bitch, man. What nigga don't want a young hoe, man? Huh? You don't like it, eat my dick, man. Straight up. Yeah, man. The fuck? What nigga wants something that been, you heard me? Don't nobody go, man, nigga have emotion. We ain't going to the used car line, man. What the fuck? But see, that don't be nothing but that washed up shit on that, like, man, hey, bitch, yeah, nigga damn near, yeah. Nigga old enough to be your daddy, yeah. Of course. Yeah, nigga want some, yeah. The fuck, got more sense than, hey, got sense enough to know how to listen. Man, don't want no old washed up ass bitch, man. What nigga don't want a young hoe, man? Huh? You don't like it, eat my dick, man. Straight up. Yeah, man. The fuck? What nigga wants something that been, you heard me? Don't nobody go, man, nigga have emotion. We ain't going to the used car line, man. What the fuck? But see, that don't be nothing but that washed up shit on that, like, man, hey, bitch, yeah, nigga damn near, yeah. Nigga old enough to be your daddy, yeah. Of course. Yeah, nigga want some, yeah. The fuck, got more sense than, hey.
I can't. I effing can't. First of all, he sounds like a pit bull ready to attack. Sound like sleeping with him, he might tear you up, literally. First of all, I don't like how he speaks about women. Even at her age, I wouldn't have wanted to date an older man who talks like that. You're calling women the B word. You're calling women washed up bees. First of all, not every woman who is 40 plus has been washed up, has been ran through. Not only that, but when I hear guys talk about older women, I think, is this what you think about your mama? You think your mama don't deserve a man? Your mother might be alone every damn Christmas and Thanksgiving and you're like, mama, I wish mama had somebody. Why, mama? But yet you're online always trying to diss older women for being alone and then supporting men leaving them and not being with older women. It's like, is this how y'all feel about your mama? Your mama don't deserve a man. Your mama should be left alone and die decrepit and all alone in a nursing home with nobody, no man to love her. Your mama don't deserve a man her age to love her. Is that how you feel about your mama? Seeing your mama alone every year and your mama want a man. Is that how you feel about your mama? It's disgusting to me. Okay, talking about don't. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be her daddy. Yeah. Don't know nigga won't know washed up. Fuck you, motherfucker. Now, I'm not 40 yet. Even if I was 40, 40 was considered the new 30 like over a decade ago. But still, you have men who talk shit about our ages and stuff getting older. Bitch, I look good. You will holler at me. Please. Shit, and I ain't washed up, B. I just get tired of when I hear dudes talk like this. And you know what I always say? You know how this is going to stop? Stop having their babies. Once y'all stop having their kids, there won't be any 20-year-olds for them to pick because you ain't had children. Cut off the coochie and you won't be able to supply them with your daughters because that's what's going on. They F you. This is what happens. The guys your age F you. They don't marry you. You raise the daughters and you're single and they keep effing you, but they don't marry. And then they call you used and washed up because they didn't pick you. And then they go to F your daughter, who's the younger one. That's how that happens. That can all end if you stop getting pregnant by them. And then there's no longer a supply of them, of having younger women to dump you for. And I remember I said this before and somebody got mad at me. It's like, I don't have an issue if a woman is younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm making a point where they don't have a supply of younger women to throw you away for. If y'all would stop having they damn kids and they don't marry you, then they don't have a supply of them to pick. Because that's what they're doing. They're using your coochie. The older men, the black guys, will date you, not marry you, and then turn around, because these are your peers. Y'all are the same age, and they didn't get married. They didn't want nothing with you, but they effed you, and you effed him. Then you get older, and then they turn around. Why aren't you married? Where's your man? Well, where's your wife? You didn't marry the women your age. Remember, you was just smashing. So naturally, we're going to turn older, didn't get picked by you, and then you turn around. Where is your husband? Where is the... Y'all didn't marry them, remember? Oh, and I'm going to your daughter now. She got some young pussy. I'm going to her. I want some young pussy. Now I'm going to go to your daughter. And what's going to go on with her? Kevin Gates is going to hit and smash her. She going to end up a baby mama more than likely. And if she get married, high chance of divorce. And then when she turns 40 plus, she's going to get talked about like that. Because she laughing with him. Baby, you ain't going to be laughing when you're the woman he's talking about. That's what I don't get about in the black community. You have a lot of black women, young women who love to laugh at women who get older. It's like, bitch, you going to turn 42. What the fuck are you talking about? I want to see if you laughing then when you 40 with a baby and you wasn't wifed up, because that's y'all's story half the time. I hate to have to say that about you, but it's just the truth. So I never understood ageism within the black community, especially with young black women. I'm like, your mama wasn't wifed up or got left or dumped. So why are you laughing for? Because your ass gonna turn older too. I want to see how this turn out and how you gonna be laughing when they turn on your ass and the women. It's just shut up, okay? Especially us older black women be looking good, holding it down. Have you not seen Nia Long and Lisa Ray and everything? Like, are you serious? I just think there's some sort of weird competition and jealousy fighting over these bummy ass dudes and stuff. When in the end, the 20-year-old and the 40-year-old black women end up with the same fucking experience and story in this so-called community. Let's keep it all the way real here. So let me play one more time this animal, because he's like a wild pit bull to me. Let's see him talking again.
Man, don't want no old washed up ass bitch, man. What nigga want a young hoe, man? Huh? You don't like it, eat my dick, man. Straight up. Yeah, man. The fuck? What nigga want something that been, you heard me? Don't nobody go, man, nigga have emotion. We ain't going to the used car line, man. What the fuck? But see, that don't be nothing but that washed up shit on that, like, man, hey, bitch, yeah. Nigga damn near, yeah. Nigga old enough to be your daddy, yeah. Of course. Yeah, nigga want some, yeah. The fuck got more sense than, hey, got sense enough to know how to listen.
got sense enough to know how to listen. I ain't never had a problem listening to my man if he's a leader and he knows what he's talking about and all that. And you know what's crazy? He says he don't want no washed up pussy. Well, what makes you think we want some of y'all washed up penises? Half of y'all, some of y'all can't even get hard. You've been smoking weed and drinking. You got D problems. Can't even hold an erection. Some of you don't even pull back the damn skin. Penis stink worse than a stink coochie. You can't even hit it that great. Half of y'all ain't even make a woman ever have an orgasm before, but yeah, you talking smack. You been around the block, effing all over the place. Your penis now been up in so many coochies, but yeah, you think women want to get on their knees and go suck it after you've been up in 100 other women type of thing, but always talking crap. Some of y'all really, I blame, y'all think that y'all really the king, some of y'all, and that you're so perfect. Your penis been all around the world. But yet you think we want your washed up coochie. Please. And she's sitting up there laughing. Yeah, she won't be laughing when she left with a effing baby, which probably might be her fate. Okay, so, all right. But yeah, older women date younger men. We have Charlize Theron. She said, I recently effed a 26-year-old, and it was really effing amazing. Charlize Theron, while I do think what's going on with her and those little boys she adopted wearing dresses is problematic, but Charlize Theron is a beautiful woman. She's very attractive. She's in her 40s, maybe even 50s, and she said, look, I just finished effing a 26-year-old, and it was great. Yeah, 26-year-old would hit it. I mean, Charlize Theron look good. So, and there were people who had a problem with her saying this, like, come on, Charlize, you're like older. She's like, so what? He's grown, I'm grown. And it was absolutely incredible. Okay, and then you have this woman. She is with her young tender. This was on Tasha K's blog. She said he's doing everything he's supposed to do. Oh, look at him working. He's working. He's, I guess, showing her affection. He sent her flowers and a teddy bear. Maybe she didn't get that from men her age. He gave her a ring. I don't know if they're getting married, but she's showing off her young thing. Okay, so the phone line is open. Anybody want to give your opinion on what you think about age gap relationships? This is it. Okay, because I'm going to stop this live if nobody wants to call in. I don't know if that's their children together or if she has children from a previous relationship. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second. I have someone on the phone. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. Stay on the line. One more thing I have to show.
So we 12 years apart, right?
Don't go.
Apparently, people don't like it. They don't hear, oh, well, you 38 years old. She's 27. I'll be 39 next month. So, what is the problem? 20-something-year-olds don't know what they want. Do you know what you want?
27-year-olds do know what they want.
Just 2 more minutes and we'll be talking on the phone.
Listen, we just get along great on a mental note. And that's what makes this good. You got to find out what works good for you. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's nothing wrong with an age difference. We get all those little comments. Oh, that could be your daughter. Oh, is that your sister? Oh, y'all look related. Oh, she looks too young. Oh, he looks like he's more mature. All those kind of...
Shut up!
All right, I have someone on the line. Hello? I'm live. You're on the phone. Hello? Oh, let me put you on speaker. I'm sorry. Okay. Hopefully. Okay. Hello, everybody. Let me know if you can hear her on the phone. Okay.
I'm a man. The fuck?
I'm sorry.
My name is Tommy.
I can't hear you. I don't know if I'm on what? I don't know what you said. I think he was cursing me out or something. I think he was cursing me out. And sorry if I called you a woman. I didn't know. But yeah, cursing me out or whatever, please. I don't know what you said, and I don't need to know what you said. But the hold on, y'all. I'm having an issue with my microphone. Okay, hold on now. Let's see. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Hello?
Hey, Cerebro.
Hello, how are you?
Good. This is Betterment of Black Woman. How are you?
I'm okay. Everybody in the chat, make sure you let me know if you can hear her well. Okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Just trying to get through the year.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we're talking about age gaps. I think younger women date older men is because, and let me know if I'm wrong or not, it's because they think that younger men have them, older men have themselves together. They have a nice house. They drive nice cars, which can be true in some cases, but not all older men have that. And they seem to fall into this trap that older men have it together than the younger man. But my thing is with the difference between the age gap, what do you have in common? Because you guys are from different generations. She is 18. That's a Gen Z, and he's like a millennial at 31.
Well,
So I'm not saying they can't fall in love, but what do you have in common?
like what can't they have in common besides you like okay, you listen to a different type of music, but people are still people. I mean, what do you think they can't bond over? I mean, it's just a relationship.
It is a relationship, but you have to look at the generational gap, because she comes from another generation that he might not understand. And I'm not saying that he can't learn from her, and from her generation, or she can't learn from his generation, but there might be what should call it a gap in understanding, because he might not understand where she's coming from. That's what, or what she might not understand what he might come from, because they're from different generations. But I'm not saying that they cannot fall in love, or they might have some things in common, but there might be some things that that are very might have things that's different between their generations.
Okay.
But besides that, I think younger women have to look at the intent of what the older guy is approaching them. I think at a young age they're looking at the money, what he got, the house and all that stuff, but they're not looking at him as a person. What is he like as a person? Or what is his intention? Because some older guys date young women, it's because they think that, they will be obedient, they won't talk back, they won't, they're not like older women who want to what do men usually say? They don't want them. They don't want confrontation with. They don't like women having a confrontation with them. They want them to shut up, be obedient, and not work and stay at home and make babies.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that's all older men are like that. But when you listen to the internet and what these guys are saying, their intention is to ruin these young girls' lives and to take away their youth.
And you don't think they want to marry these younger women? They just want to F them and leave them with kids?
Like it depends on the man. You know, if he has good intentions and he wants to, be a father and to marry this girl, I don't see a problem with it. But if his intentions are bad and to ruin this young girl's life, then that's a problem.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever talked to an older man?
Well, I'm 38, so I talk to men.
How old are you?
38.
Oh, girl, I thought you was like 25.
No, I probably sound 25, but I'm 38.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I usually talk to guys that are a few years older to me. I usually talk to my generation. But I always look at the intentions behind, okay, what does this guy want? Like, is he really genuine in, approaching me? You got to ask questions to, these men that are approaching you, and you have to talk to the younger girls that are looking for a relationship to let them know it's okay to date any guy you want, but make sure his intentions are correct. Because I don't have any kids, and I've never been married, so I always go by, okay, what is your intention? Why? So what are you looking for in a woman, and why do you think that I am the best choice to become your wife in the future or whatever?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So thank you so much.
Mhm.
Is there anything more you want to tell the public, the world about this?
Just if you ever approach a man, and this goes for women for all ages, because just because you're an older woman, that doesn't mean you are mature. You have to know what the guy's intentions are. Just don't jump in a relationship because you want a man. Be in a relationship because that man respects you as a woman, and he loves you, and he will protect you no matter what. So that's all I want to put out there.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Okay, what I have to say to that, now the phone line is open. Anybody else want to call? I was jotting down some notes. Is that I can tell you this. All men want a woman who's going to submit and listen. It doesn't matter that he's older. This is what all men who are grown all want. It doesn't matter if he's 20 or 60. This is what they all want from a woman. All men don't want a woman who's confrontational. Most women know you shouldn't be in a man's face, jumping in his face and emasculating him. My thing is when men say that, what they mean is, I want to do what I want to do, and I don't want to hear your mouth about it. And I don't agree with that. You come home late, you don't call. Yeah, I want to know where you were because I know you was with somebody. I'm not stupid. A lot of men, the older they get, they don't like women who are smart and know the game. So they assume a younger woman don't know anything because she hasn't dated. Baby, it's not rocket science to figure out that you're talking to other people. Like, it's not rocket science. Whether she's 20 or 40 or 60, we know and we can pick that up type of thing. As far as when she said they don't have anything in common, well, naturally, if she's 18 and you're like 30 something or 40, you've been living longer. You know how to pay bills. You know how to do certain things she might not know how to do. But as far as having a relationship, time changes, people don't. Time changes, people don't. The relationships between men and women doesn't change just because an age change. Ages might be different. A man comes home, he wants affection, a meal cooked. Y'all are going to talk about your day, current events. The only difference is he might bring up something that happened before you were born and you can't speak about it because you weren't there to witness it. You might have saw it on the news and he could tell you about what happened, but you just don't know because you weren't there, so you can't add on to the conversation like you were there. But as far as a relationship is, I'm not saying that I want to see an 18-year-old woman with like a 40-year-old man. I'm just saying that it's not as difficult as people think it is. Because when I was talking to an older man, it's like we don't talk about the 1960s and stuff. He comes home and I see you and we're with each other. And the dynamics between women and men doesn't change just because there's an age gap. Men want the same thing all across the board, and most women. That's why you keep seeing women saying, oh, it's like we're dating the same man, or we're having the same experiences, and she's 20, I'm 40, and she's 60, and we're all saying the same thing because it doesn't change that much as people believe it does. It doesn't all the time. So, you know, the only thing is, though, is that they assume, well, you're 18 or 19, you don't have much experience. But do you really think that women are that stupid that they can't pick up on that you're talking to another woman? Like we don't have any kind of sense at all at that age? Are you serious? It's not difficult. But they think that you might be stupid. Or some of them might want to live through you because you're younger and they have a young mind or a young spirit, so they want to feel young again, some of them. Okay, I have another call, y'all.
King's Notary LLC.
Hello? Hello, I need you to take me off Bluetooth, take me off speaker, because I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
A little bit. Everybody in the chat, let us know if you can hear him. Okay, hello?
I speak a little low, so I don't know, maybe that might be an issue.
Okay, it's all right. How are you?
Good, okay. Good. How are you? This is Jamar.
Hey, Jamar.
Alright.
Hi. Oh, Jamar. Hey, how are you?
Good.
I had a feeling it was you, though. I had a feeling.
Oh, man. So, to add to the topic, I agree. I don't see nothing wrong with it because the same issues you would encounter with somebody your age is pretty much the same thing you would encounter with a person if you're older or if they're however dynamic it is. I actually dated an older woman in my early 20s. And
How old was she?
she had to be like 46.
Okay.
And then it was cool, you know, like the age gap thing wasn't really a factor. Like it never really came up. I could say that relationship kind of matured me the most. And I would say I'm not sure if it's because of her, because like she wasn't as mature as you would expect somebody her age should be, but she still like there was things that you know I was able to learn from her and like understand better, like especially when we used to like talk and like have like conversations about life. Like it was many times like she was able to like impart wisdom on me, and you know.
Okay. Someone in the chat is saying that you were groomed. How do you feel about that?
No, I don't think so. I don't feel like that because that that would imply that I wasn't aware of what I'm doing, or I didn't understand like what was going on. But it was me that made it happen. Basically, like if I wasn't like pursuing her, like it would have never been anything.
Okay. I'm trying to get this this phone. Okay. So someone said they had an issue hearing. All right. So age gap, what do you consider to be a big age gap? Like if you're 20, if a girl is 23, what do you think is too old for a 23-year-old woman, excuse me?
Somebody maybe in their 60s, 65, like elderly type people.
Okay. 65. So she's 23 and he's like 60 something. That's big to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how old are you? You're 30 what?
31.
31. So, you wouldn't mind talking to a woman who is, would you talk to a woman who is 40 again or 42 or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. You shouldn't like cut off your option. Like you should keep your options open. Like love could come from anywhere, and the way how the world is difficult to find that special someone. So if I could find that in a person that's old, and just because older don't mean anything. Like that's not important for me to say, oh, you're off. You're I can't date you because you're too old. Like that don't make sense.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have dated older, but then I'm like, they were like still acting like a player and lying and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I said, I mean, I could date older again, but I'm not really, I could, but I'm not against it. I could date younger. I could date my age. I could go a little bit older. I just don't know if I would go extremely old again. So, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Jamar. Thank you.
No problem.
I hope your family was okay with the hurricane and everything.
Yeah, everybody's alive. That's the main thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Nice talking to you.
Bye.
Have the rest of your evening.
You too. Bye. My computer is actually flashing sometimes, and the words are a little bit blurry. So I'm actually having a little bit of technical difficulties, but I'm trying to keep this live going. I think I can take one more call if anybody wants to call about this topic, age gaps. I mean, look, I have a picture of Beyonce and Jay-Z right here because, well, Jay-Z was 31 and Beyonce was 18. Now, the rumor has it is that Beyonce was actually, somebody said Beyonce was 15. I don't think she was 15. Some say no, she was 17. I don't know for sure, but they're saying she was 18 and Jay-Z was 31. Jay-Z and her did get married, but she was younger. And, So, I mean, I'm for if you're grown, you can date any age you want to. Yes, there can be some differences. Yes, you have to watch out for anyone who's preying upon you. But I also understand it's disgusting to me when older men refuse to date women their age. I mean, you can like women who are younger, but why do you completely want to cut off women your age too? Women your age deserve to have somebody too. And no, you shouldn't attack the younger woman because she's younger. Naturally, jealousy is a human trait for some people. It depends on what it is. So no one's shocked if you get jealous or upset. I think that is bad when they start disrespecting women their age as if they haven't lived, as if these men aren't so-called run through, and trying to say that older women don't deserve to have somebody and they should be alone and die alone. I think that's disgusting to me, especially again, a lot of older women look good. Even if they don't look young, they still upkeep themselves, dressing well, they're accomplished, they have a lot of love to give, and they still want to have SCX and stuff. So I just think it shouldn't be any discrimination towards an older woman. And a young, look, I'm not going to keep, like a lot of women want to try to shame, and you're never going to stop men from liking women no matter what their ages are. If they look good, they're going to look. This is the male species. This is who they are. Just get over it. I'm sorry to say that. I mean, they're not gonna not desire a beautiful woman just because she's older. Doesn't mean anything. And it works more for a man because he's more established and can give her a good life. And you know, what can you do? I think women should stop shaming women for liking a man who's younger. I mean, shit. Is he grown? Can he take care of you? He has good stamina. He looks good. Is he your son? No. Men don't think that when they date the women who are younger. So may you find love. May it work out, type of thing. I do now. A 30-year-old age gap is huge. A 20-year age gap is still significant. But when you're talking, oh, he's 8 years older. Oh, he's 10 years older. That's not huge. That's not that big of a deal to me. But date who you want to date. So let me show you 2 videos I actually didn't get to show you real quick. Okay. A lot of Gen Z women, I keep saying girls, I'm sorry, women are dating millennial men because of the red pill. These days, they prefer to date millennial men because they still came from a time when they courted and went out on dates and paid for things. In their opinion, they think they're more masculine.
Part of the reason the dating pool is so messed up and is so imbalanced is because older men need to start back dating women their own age. We don't want y'all. The only thing an older man can do for me is pay my tab. Right then and there on the spot. I can give him my number and then he's going to get blocked. We don't want y'all. And and younger women need to stop boosting y'all heads up. Y'all hairline is receding. Y'all are out of shape. Half the time y'all have alcohol problems and gambling problems, so it ain't nothing going on down there or up here. And y'all are repulsive. I'm not gonna lie. When y'all are paying for my tab, all I can think about in the back of my head is that you are older than my dad and you're trying to talk to me. You really think that you got a chance with me, and it's disgusting. Like, it's literally repulsive because in the back of my mind, like, if you could date a 13-year-old, if it was legal for you to date a 13-year-old or 14-year-old, you probably would. And the only reason why you're stopping here in my face is because it's legal. And y'all got these younger guys thinking that just because they got a little money that they get to play in women's faces all the way up until they in their 40s and 50s, and then think they're going to come and settle down with a young tenderoni like me. No, that's not how that works. You're going to get played. You're going to be used strictly and solely for your money. And then you're going to be looking sad and crazy. And you're going to be back in the club looking for the same younger women.
More and more Gen Z women are trying to date millennial men because they missed the red pill manosphere stuff. So millennial men are like more normal than Gen Z men.
There's a stat that about 60% of young men are single while only 30% of young women are single. The disparity in those numbers are showing up because younger women are dating older men because those men skipped the red pill manosphere content. They actually learn how to speak to women in public. They actually learn how to live offline. And that's very important because I think what we need to do is show the young men today that what they're listening to online is only hurting them and that they really need to get offline and start talking to women in real life and pick up the social skills that are going to get them the dates and get them the relationships that they want.
And you know what? That is somewhat true. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, I hope y'all can hear me. He said the truth. He says that they're going for millennial men, our generation of men, because they didn't grow up online all the time. They actually have social skills. They actually had to go up to a girl, and ask for the phone number. So now, but then I'm like, hold on now. I'm a millennial woman. Y'all not going to all be snatching up the men of my generation, okay? But I understand that they're like, we don't want these red pill guys today. They're antisocial. They're weird. They don't know how they don't know how to have sex. They don't have sex. They don't know how to talk. They hate women. They want you to pay their rent. So they're like, okay, the millennial men are still decent looking And we're going for them because they didn't grow up on this red pill manosphere stuff, even though some of them have turned to that. But a good portion of them still come from a generation where they actually had to pursue and everything. So, yeah, these guys are getting worse and worse. I keep hearing them saying, "No, we're not going up to women for anything." I'm like, then go ahead. Just let the species is going to just die off because y'all are awkward and weird. These red pill dudes, you don't know how to talk. You don't have masculinity. You don't know how to hunt. You're lazy. You're financially lazy. You want to play video games and be a effing gamer all day long. You suck in bed. You just lack male confidence and leadership, a good portion of them. So, you have still some millennial men though who were saved from this red pill nonsense stuff going on, but sadly we've lost some of them to that as well. So, so that is it for today's video. Do age gap relationships bother you? And I just want to say, just because I'm not bothered by it as much, especially for a woman who wants an established man, an older man will have more to take care of you and stuff. I still totally support dating guys your age if that's what you want to do. Okay. Again, some older men do have problems in the area, if you know what I'm talking about, from having diabetes and being on penis pumps and medications. He might croak. You also have to think about that. If you want a family, you have to be realistic. Your husband might pass away. He's going to pass away normally faster than you because he's much older than you. You have to think about that if you're going to have kids. And hopefully there's a will in place and everything is set up. Never date an older man who doesn't have himself together. Never date older men. If you're in your 20s and he's in his late 40s and 50s, if he is broke, do not do it. You're giving your youth away to a man who has nothing. You only date older men if they have themselves together. I wish I would have said this at the beginning of the video. So while I don't have a problem with it, I do have a problem with it if he's not established. You are giving your youth away to that man. He needs to be established and able to provide for you, put you in a home and take care of kids. If you have kids, now that the studies have come out that kids are having problems because of older men's sperm, I have a video I have to upload about it. That is also something you need to look into as well. Okay. So, there are some pros and cons to it. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Jasmine Rose. So, I dated older when I was younger. That's why I kind of supported it a little bit. And you saw at the beginning of the video, because there were people who make assumptions about it. And it's like, I didn't think about all that stuff people be talking about. I just liked him and he liked me and we went out. But I saw some things, you know, where they want to live through you a little bit because you're younger, or they expect you to act like an airhead or something. I noticed the behavior did not change with a guy my age, and he was older, still acting just like them. I didn't notice a huge difference. We didn't talk about the olden times and stuff. We just lived like normal people. Okay. They don't all have issues, and some of them do, type of thing. But you do, again, have to think about, okay, if I have kids, he's going to pass away before me. Does he have any money to take care of me? Why would you date an older man who's broke? Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Because it makes no sense, especially if he croaks and then you're left alone and stuff. So you just have to be careful. And some of them might think you're stupid. I don't understand why they think a younger woman can't tell that you're lying and that you're cheating. They think some of them do think you're going to be stupid and ignorant, and they don't like it when they see, oh, your mama taught you game. Your mama taught you. Okay. As far as the whole wanting to mold somebody, well, all men want a submissive woman. It doesn't matter how old she is. This is what they want, no matter how old they are. Women should know this. It doesn't matter if you're older or not. They think that a woman who got older is stuck in her ways and she's not willing to compromise. And if she didn't submit and act like a submissive woman in her 20s, she damn sure ain't doing it in 40 and 50 and 60. So they're like, F it, I'm just going to go for a younger woman. I can sort of understand that a little bit, but a lot of times women who are older, it's just they don't like that they know you have experience with men and you've been treated like shit. You've been through it already. You know what they do. You know how they lie, and you don't want to put up with it. They don't like that you don't want to put up with it. When men say, I want peace and I don't want a combative mouth, well, first of all, I would never do that to you as my man. Why would I argue with you for no reason? If I'm jumping on you, it's because you did something to me. Disrespectful, and I don't like it. But it's how you say things. Men will say that. They want you to say it a certain way, or they want you to just pretend you don't see it. You know, oh, you're coming home late. Why didn't you call me? Where were you? They don't want you to ask, well, where were you? Why didn't you call me? It's a lack. You're not respecting me. You don't call your woman when you're out late. Who were you with? Who do you think? You think I'm stupid? They don't want you to go through the phone. They want to be sneaky if they're on the down low, especially. So you just have to be careful. You have to be careful. So that is it for today. I might have a part 2. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to have a part 2. In the past, my live call shows were longer and I had way more calls. I haven't had a live call-in show in a minute. So I just wanted to do that for you today real quick with this topic. And I'll have more in the future that'll probably be longer with even more calls and everything. So that is it. Please get these likes up, okay? So, okay. All right, y'all. So that is it for today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell and click all notifications so you know when I'm live, like I am right now. Okay. And I'll have another look. If you have any ideas of a live call-in show that you want me to do, the first comment is going to be pinned. So the first comment you see under this video in about an hour or two, I'm going to ask you, are there any ideas for a live call-in show that you want me to talk about? And I leave the comments under it of ideas of live call-in shows you would like me to have. And I will look at it and we might have some call-in shows with that. Okay. So that is it. You all have a good night and I will talk to you later. And tomorrow's video is an upload of a live I did recently. I usually don't do that, but so many people miss my live, so it'll be uploaded tomorrow. You all take care. And it was so nice hearing your voice. And hey, Jordan. Hey, Goddess Mine. Hey, Full Circle Essentials. Okay. And Jamar, Jasmine, and so many more. Believe.